a lot of the time a person's why is based on their life experiences. And most of the time it's from something that is very vulnerable and hard to share with others. But when other people share that vulnerability with me, it does create openness and trust in a way. And sometimes it's really hard to get that just with a website or some cool branding.
Yeah. Well, I think it was another mentor, I've had many, once said that your mess becomes your message. There's a lot of people out there that are trying to showcase their work. And I don't say that to discourage, because no matter where you go, there's going to be competition, honestly.
Yes.
But there's no one like you. So you have to own your unique gifts, but also your unique story and your mess. And
I love that.
yeah, and own that, like, everything you've been through up until now, you're still here, you're still alive, you made it.
Right.
So consider that there was a purpose of sorts to that, and look at, okay, what have I learned and how can I use this to strengthen my message, to connect to my audience, to my fans. I have a very good friend, she was my matron of honor. She's a coach for musicians, and she tackles the nuts and bolts and stuff, but if you were to follow her on Instagram or Facebook, she's doing a lot of Facebook Lives about, like, oh, I'm having this bad day. What am I doing about it? Oh, I had this snafu. Let's talk about the emotional, troubles of a musician and how do we deal with these things. So, and that's her style. She's being authentic and vulnerable. And I agree with you, Jessica. I think the more that we can bring that into play, the more we're going to connect and the more we're going to attract people, because the stats are in. We want to do business. We want to connect and partner with people that are up to cool stuff, up to things that matter, that make a difference. And we want to do it with people who are being real. You can't do that if you're not willing to be vulnerable.
I agree. The perfection thing, I think, affects a lot of people.
We can't relate to them if they're perfect.
No.
Yeah, people buy you. So, your content can be great, but if it doesn't show you who you are, it's going to be really hard for people to connect to you. You can't get around being yourself.
That's true.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard because people, you know how when someone's like not being authentic, you can kind of sniff it out. Like, we can tell. We're smart, us human beings. So people can sniff out when you're not being real. So stop it.
I know. I think that was a great interview and very, very helpful. You had some great
having me.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for being with us today, and I look forward to being in touch soon.
Okay. Thank you.